A chilling cell phone video documents the airliner's catastrophic descent, plunging thousands of feet in mere seconds before vanishing behind the rooftops of a residential neighborhood near São Paulo, Brazil. Moments later, a violent explosion erupts, sending a dense column of black smoke twisting into the sky as flames engulf the wreckage. The aircraft, carrying 61 passengers and crew, was reduced to unrecognizable debris upon impact. No one survived. Witnesses describe an eerie silence before the crash, followed by the earth-shaking detonation that shattered the night. The ATR-72, a widely used turboprop for regional travel, had been en route from Cascavel to São Paulo when disaster struck. At 17,000 feet, the aircraft appeared to stall without warning, transforming a routine descent into an unrelenting freefall. The tragedy, though sparing those on the ground, left a haunting scar on the skyline and an unbearable void for the families left behind. A horrifying spectacle unfolded in the skies over the Caspian Sea as an Azerbaijan Airlines Embraer 190 struggled to maintain altitude, its erratic movements signaling impending disaster. The aircraft pitched violently before slamming into the ground in a fiery explosion, sending plumes of smoke billowing into the air. Amid the wreckage, a staggering sight. A large section of the fuselage remained intact, and against all odds, a dazed survivor emerged, stumbling as rescuers rushed toward the burning debris. In a miraculous twist, at least 29 people, including 3 children, survived the initial impact, defying the overwhelming destruction around them. Eerie footage from inside the cabin, taken just moments before the crash, shows passengers unsettlingly calm, oxygen masks dangling as they braced for the unknown. The agonizing final minutes aboard that doomed flight must have felt like an eternity. A slow descent into terror, from which so few would walk away. A harrowing scene unfolded on a freeway in Corona as a small airplane, engulfed in flames, crash-landed in the middle of rushing traffic. An explosive moment captured on a driver's dash camera. The pilot, faced with sudden engine failure, made a desperate decision, knowing he could not return to Corona Municipal Airport with his passenger. With no other options, he aimed for a rare gap between vehicles, descending rapidly toward the highway below. The chilling footage shows the aircraft dropping from the sky with alarming speed, its final trajectory locked onto the crowded roadway. A sickening impact followed as the plane clipped the back of a truck, sending debris scattering across lanes. Miraculously, no one inside the truck was harmed, though the wreckage burned dangerously close to other vehicles. As fire engulfed the fuselage, the pilot and his passenger managed to escape just seconds before the flames consumed what remained of the aircraft. The aftermath left scorched pavement, smoldering wreckage, and stunned witnesses who had narrowly avoided a catastrophe that could have claimed countless lives.
They just reopened LA, Tony. Oh, plane crash!
A joyful celebration turned into a horrific tragedy as a small plane crashed during a gender reveal party in Mexico, killing the 32-year-old pilot. Moments after soaring over the expectant parents and releasing a plume of pink smoke, the aircraft's wing suddenly collapsed, sending it into a catastrophic descent. Gasps of excitement turned to screams of terror as the plane spiraled downward, slamming into the ground with devastating force. Witnesses watched in horror, powerless to stop the unfolding disaster as debris scattered across the scene. What was meant to be a moment of celebration became a nightmare, forever marked by the shocking loss of life. Chilling video captures the moment an airliner skids across the tarmac in Muon, South Korea, its belly scraping violently against the ground before careening into a concrete wall and erupting into a massive fireball. The aircraft, carrying 175 passengers from Bangkok, Thailand, disintegrated upon impact, sending thick plumes of black smoke billowing into the sky. As flames engulfed the wreckage, rescue crews raced against time, desperately searching for any sign of life amid the devastation. Miraculously, at least 2 crew members were pulled from the smoldering remains, alive but shaken, their survival defying the overwhelming destruction. Officials, however, delivered grim news. Most of the passengers and crew perished in the inferno, their fates sealed within moments of the crash. What began as a routine flight ended in unspeakable tragedy, leaving behind a charred wreckage site and an airfield forever marked by horror. A devastating plane crash shook a densely populated area of Philadelphia, claiming the lives of all 6 people on board just moments after takeoff. The aircraft plunged into the heart of the city, erupting into flames and leaving a path of destruction in its wake. Emergency crews fought desperately to extinguish the raging fires, scrambling to rescue those injured on the ground as thick smoke choked the skyline. The wreckage, twisted and burning, stood as a grim testament to the horror that unfolded in mere seconds, turning an ordinary day into a nightmare of chaos and loss.